Time for the Unit 1, Lesson 7 homework with Miss Billman. It says circle the unit rate table, the unit rate in the table, oh my gosh, and use the unit rate to complete the table. So anytime we're looking for a unit rate, it gets down to that basic 1. What does it cost for 1? How much does 1 cost? What is 1 unit? It's super easy to make a factor puzzle out of this because it's already set up like that. So I'm looking for that magic number below the 1. So I have 1, 6 multiplied by 3 gives me 18, and 3 across. So my unit rate is already 6 yards per second, but I need to fill in the rest of this factor puzzle. So if 6 yards is 1 second, I know 6 multiplied by 4 gives me 24, so that'd be 4 seconds. I'm going to go over to my graph, and I go over 1 and up 6. So my x is my time, my y is my distance. So I go over 2 and up 12. I go over 3 and up 18. I go over 4 and up 24. And you're going to see that we're going to connect this. And it's super important that you really attend to precision. And that's making sure we get all the little details into this. So I went up, and now I'm going up to 24. Slowly but surely, there we go. I mark it, and now I'm going to connect it. And I'm doing my best job. Normally it's way easier with a ruler, but that's okay. I'm still going to be putting in a unit rate triangle. So that's taking my unit rate of 6 yards per second, and it's going to be a very tall triangle. So I wrote on there, I should have used a ruler. I could go back through and add that. In this case, for our video, I'm going to keep going through and doing numbers 2, 3, and 4. So if I have 2 yards, after a certain amount of time, I have 4 yards, that's 2 seconds. Remember, I could take this, I could do a factor puzzle, or I could multiply my unit and multiply that by my product. In this case, it's the yards, and it's 2. So each time I'm going up 2 plus 2 plus 2 for 5 seconds, it's 10 yards. This one I do not have a unit price, so I will be making a factor puzzle. 8 over 10, and then the 10 is linked to the 50, and here we go. The greatest common factor between 10 and 50 is 10, obviously, and the greatest common factor when I'm looking for something that multiplied by 10 to get 50 is 5. 10 multiplied by 1 is 10, pull it up, and I get a magic number of 40. I'm starting to notice a pattern here, that each box possibly is worth 5. So if my distance may be 5. That's what I'm putting my money on right now. Have a distance of 5 yards per second. Now, when the reason I'm seeing this is because 8 multiplied by something has to give me 40, and I know that's 5. And I could do another factor puzzle. There's nothing wrong with that. You can either do the factor puzzles or start thinking of patterns you see. Either way, that is using your mathematical brain that you all have to your advantage. So when I set it up, I have my 8 across from my 40 and my 25. It turns out that 5 seconds does give me 5 yards, and I know 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. So I know my unit price is 5, so it should go 5, 10, 25, 40, 50. This one's a scrambled rate table because my 1 is not directly up top. And the numbers are scrambled too. So I asked myself, 4 multiplied by something gives me 12. That is 3. So my 1 second, I multiply that by 3 and get 3. So it should go 24, 3, 12, 6, and then 3, 1, 4, 2, 5. And you see, I go back in there and start circling it.